Have you ever felt like you are running in place? Like you are working so hard, day in and day out, but you never seem to get ahead? But what if the walls we are pushing against are ones we cannot see? What if we are living inside a cage that we unknowingly built for ourselves? Imagine for a moment a vast, intricate maze. From the ground, all you can see are the high walls around you, the confusing turns, and the dead ends. And then there is the ladder. We spend our whole lives climbing, pouring our energy and our spirit into each step. So today, I want to talk to you about these cages, these mazes, and these ladders. We are going to shine a light on the invisible forces that can hold us back. Because the first step to breaking free is to simply become aware. Let's talk about the locks that keep the door to our financial cages firmly shut. There are 3 of them, and they are powerful. The first lock is debt. It can feel like a heavy chain wrapped around your ankles. It comes in so many forms: credit cards, student loans, car payments. The second lock is one we often mistake for freedom: overspending. In a world that tells us to buy more, have more, and be more, it is so easy to fall into this trap. The third lock is the most subtle, and perhaps the most powerful of all. It is the lock of scarcity, or the lack of savings. When you are living paycheck to paycheck with no cushion to fall back on, you are living in a constant state of emergency. These 3 locks, debt, overspending, and a lack of savings, work together. They reinforce one another, creating a cycle that can feel impossible to break. But here is the truth you need to hear today. Every lock has a key, and the keys are not hidden in some far-off place. They are right here within your reach, waiting for you to pick them up and begin the work of setting yourself free. Now let's look at the everyday habits that keep us wandering lost inside that financial maze. These are the small, seemingly harmless actions we repeat day after day, the ones that cement the walls around us. The first and most common is impulse buying. You walk into a store for one thing and walk out with 5. You see an ad online for a limited time offer, and a jolt of urgency tells you that you must have it now. Another habit that reinforces the maze is the refusal to create and follow a budget. But I want to invite you to see it differently. A budget is not a restriction, it is a permission slip. Then there is the powerful habit of chasing status. This is the desire to look wealthy, rather than actually building wealth, or the oversized house that leaves you with no room to breathe financially. Each time you resist an impulse, track an expense, or choose substance over status, you are not just changing a habit. You are taking a correct turn in the maze, moving one step closer to the exit and toward a life of genuine financial peace. Even if you have the map, even if you know the way out of the maze, there is something that can keep you from taking the first step. One of the most paralyzing mindset barriers is the fear of failure. We look at the journey ahead, paying off debt, building savings, and it seems so monumental, so overwhelming, that we are afraid to even start. Another powerful mental barrier is the feeling of being stuck, the belief that your current situation is permanent. When you believe you have no power to change your circumstances, you stop looking for opportunities to do so. Then there is the deeply ingrained belief that wealth is for other people. It is for the lucky ones, the ones born into the right families. This mindset creates a division in our minds. There is us, and there is them. And by placing ourselves in the US category, we subconsciously disqualify ourselves from ever achieving financial abundance. Your mindset is the key that was hidden in your pocket all along. You just have to realize it is there, take it out, and have the courage to use it. And if you are finding value in this, please take a moment to share this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's lift each other up. So, we have identified the cages, the mazes, and the mindsets. Now, let's talk about the ladder. How do we start climbing out? The first rung on your ladder is simple, but it is not easy. You must face the truth of where you are right now. This means sitting down and calculating your net worth. You will list everything you own of value, your assets, and everything you owe, your liabilities. The number might be scary, it might be negative. That is okay. This is not a moment for judgment, it is a moment for clarity. The second rung is to create a spending plan, or what we have been calling a budget. But let's reframe it. This is your freedom plan. Start by tracking every single dollar you spend for 1 month. Use an app, a notebook, whatever works for you. The third rung is to tackle your debt with a focused strategy. With the debt snowball, you list your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of the interest rate. You make minimum payments on all of them, except for the smallest one, which you attack with every extra dollar you can find. The fourth rung, which you build at the same time as you are climbing the others, is to create a beginner emergency fund. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a separate savings account each payday, even if it is just $10 or $20 to start. As you climb your ladder, you will start to see over the walls of the maze. Your perspective will change. This is the point where you begin to build your wings, so that one day you can leave the ladder behind and truly soar. The first part of building your wings is financial literacy. You must become a student of personal finance, read books, listen to podcasts, watch videos from trusted sources. Knowledge transforms fear into confidence. The more you learn, the less intimidating the world of money becomes, and the more powerful you feel. The second part of building your wings is to find your community. The journey out of financial struggle can feel lonely. That is why it is so important to surround yourself with people who are on a similar path. Find online forums, local meetup groups, or even just one trusted friend who can be your accountability partner. Once you have a foundation of knowledge and a community of support, you can begin to think beyond just escaping debt. You can start to think about building real, lasting wealth. The key is to start early and be consistent, allowing the miracle of compound growth to work for you over time. This is how you transition from working for your money to having your money work for you. This is how you build the powerful wings that will carry you to true financial independence. Remember, building your wings is a process of continuous growth. It is about nurturing your curiosity and staying open to learning. We have talked about so much today. We have looked at the invisible cages of our habits, the confusing mazes of our financial lives, and the mindsets that can keep us trapped. But at the end of the day, this all comes down to you. It comes down to a single, powerful decision. It is the decision to believe that a different life is possible for you. It is the decision to take responsibility for your financial future, not with blame or shame for the past, but with hope and determination for what lies ahead. The magic happens when you align what you believe with what you do. It is when your daily habits become a reflection of your profound belief in your own worth and your own potential. I want you to close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. Imagine the feeling of peace that comes from having an emergency fund in the bank. Imagine the sense of pride that comes from paying off a credit card. This is not a fantasy. This is a future that you can begin to build today with the very next choice you make. So let your journey begin now. Take what you have learned today and turn it into one small, actionable step. And please share this message, like, subscribe, and pass this on, because there is someone in your life who needs to hear that they are not alone and that they too have the power to change. Remember, you are the architect of your life. You hold the map, you have the key, and you have the strength to climb. The path to financial freedom is waiting for you. Walk it.